like a
really,
heat of the
really
moment
dumb.
type of reflex.
It's not hip hop beefs. Remember Hip Hop Beefs, the documentary?
Goddamn, I'm glad y'all set it off.
Kershnik Kari Ball, aka Takeoff, American rapper.
That's his name?
Group Migos, yeah. Has been shot and killed at the age of 28 at an event in Houston, Texas.
So young.
Yeah, it sucks.
28.
I thought he was way older.
Did you?
Yeah.
He looks older.
He looks mature.
It's because in the same group he has an uncle. I think Quavo's his uncle. I'm not actually familiar with their family lineage that much, but yeah.
It's Quavo, Offset, and Takeoff.
And Takeoff. One of them's an uncle, one of them's like a cousin or something like that, or a nephew.
So they're all related.
Technically, if one's an uncle for sure.
I didn't know they were family like that. I thought they were like gangsta. That was like, I'm
Quavo's
family.
the uncle, yeah. Quavo's the uncle, aka Quavius, Kayate Marshall, and the cousin is Offset, Kiari Kendrell Cephas.
Yeah, their real names are hella tight.
Yeah, they're way cooler.
They remind me of that one Key and Peele skit.
The college football players.
Demetrius Johnsianis, Malcolm Walker.
Devontavious.
Aquarius.
Aquarius Medarius.
Aquarius Medarius.
The third. Defensive lineman.
Johnson.
Over some dumb shit too.
Ooh, what's the scoop? What's the scoop? Ryan always knows the scoop.
No, I don't know. I just know it came out. I don't know if
double
it's.
host.
They don't know if it's like this is exactly what happened, but they were outside of a venue, and then there was like a dice game going on, and then somebody said some shit like somebody said something to Quavo talking about like, "Well, I could kick your ass." And then from there it just escalated.
I could beat you.
Yeah, like, it just escalated, and then
elementary shit.
apparently Takeoff got shot just by a stray bullet from that altercation.
Oh my
And
God.
He wasn't even talking or doing anything. He was just like off to the side, and then he just got hit. Yeah.
Oh, that's like way more heartbreaking.
Apparently he got hit. He wasn't really involved in the altercation, and they do have pictures of the dude like from different people's sources, like their social media. You can see him like pulling the gun out and shit.
There's so many videos of it.
It sucks. Yeah.
This is so fucking sad because I thought we like kind of outgrew that generation because
We did, but they didn't.
Oh.
Because they're still the same age. We got older.
Oh, I see. Because like
What do you mean outgrew that?
so in our generation, like
Tupac and Biggie?
when Tupac and Biggie got shot, that was I mean it's not good, but it was more of like a normal thing. Even like Young Buck stabbed someone like at an award, right? Like just like that kind of like violence.
Well, we still gotta remember
publicly.
Dude, I feel like way more rappers are getting killed these days.
But it's not on
We
purpose.
still have
That's
no.
the thing.
There's still fucking who's the dude who
Got his chain robbed.
low voice in the fucking hold on there's Nipsey Hussle.
P&B Rock, he got killed recently.
Yeah, there's still Nipsey Hussle. That happened. That was a big one, right?
Yeah, dude, that's like on par with like.
Yeah, Nipsey Hussle was huge, and then
Shot in front of the place he invested to develop too, right?
yeah. And he was a huge community person that was, it wasn't just like rap beef that was online. He was like really preaching and trying to change the community.
And was that also over some like pretty stupid shit too?
I think it was, same with Pop Smoke.
Yeah.
Pop Smoke was murdered as well. I think the question is whether or not these are like, you know, gang related violences where it's like, intentionally trying to like go at somebody versus like an altercation that escalated from some
Like a
really,
heat of the
really dumb.
moment type of reflex.
It's not Hip Hop Beefs. Remember Hip Hop Beefs, the documentary? It's like a compilation of all the drama in hip hop. Hip Hop Beefs.
That's why he's eating his chips. It's not hip hop beef.
I just love when Joe just asks questions like that. My favorite video of JK ever to this day is when Joe was talking to Julia and he goes, "Did you ask? I would have asked." I would have asked. That is my favorite fucking clip of all time.
There's so much comedic value in someone just going, "Y'all remember Hip Hop Beefs?"
Because he says it like everyone knows, but no one knows.
And he's looking at us like, what a fucking asshole.
And he's got this smile on his face. Just so smug.
You don't know Hip Hop Beefs, huh?
Oh my god.
But yeah, you are right. That is, I feel like that is, I think it's still happening in rap today as much as it did before. We just don't follow it as closely.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Because back in the day, you just couldn't escape news like that in school because everyone was talking about it.
Yeah.
But nowadays, just the people in our circles don't talk about that as
I
much.
feel like on the internet, every like quarter, a big rapper passes away from getting shot.
Also, a lot of rappers are killing themselves too. Like, let's not forget about that. There's a lot of people with drug issues and depression and shit. So
Yeah.
But to his point though, that's like a different conversation of like ending themselves, right? We're talking about just like the rapper game that somebody gets shot and killed.
Someone tries to rob them. Someone does it.
it just sucks that it's over like dumb shit like this. Like that. What a fucking waste. Like you had this dude, Migos, and everything that they could have accomplished together for so long, and cut short by some like dumb shit.
He was a big part of music too. You know, a lot of people looked up to him. He was super, super talented, and for him to not even be involved is so sad.
I know.
We lost Coolio this year. Let's not forget about that.
But he kind of like did his thing.
That was through what, like was it through illness?
Yeah.
Was it more
It was like a heart issue or something.
more like regular methods?
Like knowing that someone could reach legend status like that. Like, you know, like Migos and Takeoff, they would have hit legend status for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then, you know,
Did he have heart attack in a bathroom? Coolio? Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know about it in the bathroom.
I don't know the location. I don't know the specific location.
They didn't put that in the TMZ report.
No, I thought he had a heart attack in a bathroom,
Like
and he was
Elvis.
taking a long time, and then his friend was knocking on the door, and he wouldn't answer. So, and then this was like in Vegas or something.
Did he have a heart attack while standing on tile?
Marble tile.
was he on a heated seat?
I don't know.
He was wearing a green shirt.
Was he? Was one of those Japanese toilets talks to you?
They heard the bidet go on way too long.
He was discovered unresponsive on a bathroom floor, and it was cardiac arrest.
You know your shit, dude.
Hip hop beefs, dude.
I know my shit. I just express it funny.
I know my shit. I just express it funny.
Rapautopsies.com.
By Joe Jitsukawa. Sponsored by Jumbi.
Or it's like Rap Clue. It's like on the toilet, 5 p.m.
In the living room.
Yeah, and just to shout them out because they went through some shit that night too. Two other people, a 23-year-old man and a 24-year-old woman, were also injured in the shooting and took themselves to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. But yeah, a bus that Takeoff, who was not part of the altercation, was the one who was shot in the crossfire and killed on site.
Dude, that's the thing, man. Just bad timing.
I feel like violence is probably not as crazy as when we were younger. As in like how frequent like the fist fights and physical, like it was fights breaking out all the time. But I do think it does, like, young men are young men, like they're gonna have that aggression. Like meaning we get older and like chill out, but they still want to fight.
Yeah, I noticed that because I was talking to a younger dude from SGV, and I was like telling him how it used to be growing up, and I'm like, you guys are lucky you don't got to deal with the shit that we just like. I felt like everywhere I went back then in like the late '90s, early 2000s, I could get my ass kicked for no reason.
You could be eating
Yeah.
a pork chop at a cafe, and a gangster just like, yeah, they're like looking at you, and they're like, why are you staring at me? And I'm like, I'm just eating my fucking pork chop, dude. What the fuck? And then they stab you with a fork, and it's like,
Stab you
Yeah.
with a fork.
Yeah, dude. And then, but then it was interesting because he said, so this dude was like 18, and he was like, nah, dude, it's still really bad. It's just like that now. And I realized it's just where you go. It's like whatever your circle is, and if that's the kind of thing, like if you're looking for fucking action and you're going to takeovers and shit, like, yeah, of course you're going to think the whole world is violent.
you feel the whole,
I feel like dice games are always a hot spot, you know?
If you go to a dice game, you're gonna get fucked.
Yeah, I remember when I was in high school, there would always be these dudes that would go in the bathrooms and play dice. And one time I was taking a shit, and I was like scared for my life.
Because they were playing dice in the bathroom.
The dice
you didn't
rolled
want to
into your stall.
Dude, they were like shooting in there, and I was like,
Or it hits her shoe and it becomes a number they didn't want.
but I was
It's his shoe.
and I was like, yeah, and they kicked my fucking.
Who's in there?
But dude, I remember they were like, oh, who's taking this shit? And I was like, oh no.
I was like, oh,
I was so scared.
no one.
Not me. You know.
Yeah,
like
it really is the places
wait
you
it out.
frequent.
Yeah.
You know?
And then places change too. Like this neighborhood, it's way different than the neighborhood we grew up in. Like it's the same neighborhood, but even the people's different. So the community changed. There's more money. The school system's good. Like if you look at the school systems in like Monterey Park, now they got like super high ratings. Where like when we were going to school there, it was like they were running PSAs on trying to get funding, and then they would have like all this footage of how fucked up the school was, we need funding, whatever. And I think all that money that they poured in during our generation, they fixed it up, and then like now all that money that was spent then is being used, and like you can see like the efforts. So then all the test scores and everything, they're crushing it. But then like in our generation, it's like kids were smoking behind the bushes and getting caught for like ecstasy and stuff. And, yeah.
I feel like, I mean, it's everywhere. I just had 2 homies the other day leaving comedy club on Sunset. They got robbed at gunpoint. Like, my friend's face got smashed in. They were good. But there's
Your
just...
friend's face got smashed in,
Yeah,
but they're good.
with a gun. But, I mean, he was in the hospital and stuff. But, like, these were just, like, 2 really close homies of mine just trying to see their friend do some...
That's true, because Hollywood area is going crazy.
Hollywood, I'm scared to go out.
Yeah.
I look homeless when I go out. I'm not...
Some of the richest people there look homeless when they go out, like Kanye. Like
Yeah, when I was saying when we were walking after that festival.
Yeah.
Well, how do I say San Bernardino?
San Bernardino.
Brecken, my
San
boyfriend, he was
Bernardino.
like, because it was late at night, he was like, put your hood up, hide your backpack, and walk like you're cracked out and crazy. So we were just like kind of like walking really weird. We're like, no one will touch us then, you know?
You look like a local.
You look like a local.
So we were just tweaking.
That's the way to do it.